Engineering Made Simple. Starting from today, we are going to start a new topic in our course, Digital System Design. Now, in Digital System Design, till now we studied what were the number system, and then we moved on to study the different type of codes that are used in digital systems. Now, starting from today, I am going to start a new topic whose name is Logic Gates and Boolean Algebra. So, in today's part, we are going to cover what do you mean by logic gates. So what do you mean by logic gates? Let's start by defining or identifying what is known as logic gates. So what is a logic gate? Logic gates are nothing but digital electronic devices that are used to implement elementary or basic logic expressions, or logic expressions are also known as Boolean expressions. So what is a logic gate? Logic gate is a simple digital electronic device that is used to implement basic logic expression or Boolean expression. Now I have used here term implement basic logic expression or Boolean expression. Now let us understand what is a basic logic expression or Boolean expression. So let's say, for example, this is a logic expression. For example, I am taking so y is the output variable which represents the output of this logic expression or Boolean expression. So alternative term for logic expression is Boolean expression. So y is equal to a plus b. So this is an example of a simple logic expression where I am performing logical addition. So what will be the output of this system? Addition of two inputs. These two are the input digital signals, and its logical addition will be stored in output variable y. So this is nothing but a simple logical expression or Boolean expression, and the circuits which implement these type of expression in practice are known as logic gates. So that definition we discussed earlier. So any basic circuit which is used to implement a logical expression or Boolean expression in practice are known as logic gates. And these implement this particular form of Boolean expression or logical expression. So now next. So till now we know in this course that we perform logical operations over the digital inputs which are provided to us in a digital system. So for that matter, we need to understand a concept known as positive logic and negative logic. So as we know, we are studying this course to be able to design digital systems that are used in practice. Now we also know that we need to design certain logic in order to be able to implement these digital circuits in practice. But now here is an important concept of positive logic and negative logic. Now we studied when we were studying number system that digital devices use binary codes for transmission and reception. So 0 and 1s. 0 and 1s form consists of binary number system. But this information is stored in terms of binary digits. So, but how will a digital system which works on or how an electronic system will understand whether it is a 0 or 1? So, in order for any system or electronic or electrical system to make it understand that a 0 is received or 1 is received, we need to assign certain voltage or current levels corresponding to these binary digits. So, positive logic is the system in which if a logic 0 is transmitted, the corresponding voltage value, voltage I am talking about the electrical voltage value associated with it is positive 5 volts. Sorry, is 0 volts. Logic 0 corresponds to 0 volts in the circuit, and if logic 1 corresponds to plus 5 volt in the circuit, then we say that when 0 volt is there at the terminals, we say that logic 0 is received. When plus 5 volt is there at its terminals of the system, we say logic 1 is received. So this is how system interprets whether it has received a logic 0 or logic 1. And this logic, when logic 0 corresponds to 0 volts and logic 1 corresponds to 5 volts, is positive logic. Why positive logic? Because the more positive of the voltage, more positive part of the voltage is assigned to logic 1. That's why it is known as positive logic. Mainly all the circuits which we are going to design in this course are truth tables that we are going to see are based on positive logic only. And what is negative logic? Just for your information, if we assign 0 volts to logic 1 and 5 volts to your logic 0, exactly it is opposite. So that's the reason it is known as negative logic. So this was a very fundamental concept pertaining to logic gates. Now we will see what all logic gates we are going to study, but before that we will study one more important concept, that is truth table. So what do you understand by the term truth table? Okay, a truth table is a table. A truth table is a simple table which lists all the possible input combinations of a digital circuit with its input binary variables. As we know, in digital system we deal with binary variables. So a table which relates all the input binary variables to its corresponding outputs is known as a truth table. Now let's say I have two binary variables or boolean or logic variables A and B, and I have an output variable which is also binary as Y. So as there are two inputs, I am going to have 4 different combinations of inputs. See, 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So as you can see, as I had two input variables, I have 4 input combinations, and corresponding to that I have a output column over here. So this table is nothing but truth table. A truth table gives us corresponding output when certain inputs are given at the circuit, input of the digital circuit. So in logic gates, there are 2 types. First type is basic gates and derived gates. Now in basic gates, we have AND gate, OR gate, and your NOT gate. And in derived gates we have XOR gate, XNOR gate. And there is also third type, which are known as universal gates, universal logic gates. So what are universal gates? NAND and NOR. NAND gate, and second one is NOR gate. So why they are known as universal? You can implement any Boolean expression using only NAND and NOR gates. Whenever you are using NAND and NOR gates, you need not use any other gates, because NAND and NOR gates are called universal because they can implement. You can implement NAND NOT gate using NAND gate or NOR gate, OR gate using NAND gate or NOR gate, and derived gates also you can implement using NAND and NOR. So any expression is given, you can realize it physically or practically using NAND and NOR gates. That's the reason we say that they are universal gates. And why this one, that is XOR and XNOR, are known as derived gates? Because they can be derived from your basic gates. And basic gates are simply basic gates because you can't derive them from here, but you can create different types of combination circuits or digital circuits or derived gates from these basic gates. So these are known as basic, these are known as derived, and these are known as universal. So this universality concept we are going to study in the later run, but in today's class we are going to just briefly understand what are all logic gates and what are its ICs available. So let us study different types of logic gates, starting with basic gates. That is, we will start with AND gate first. So logic gate, in that first one of basic gates we are going to study, AND gate. So AND gate, first we will understand the symbol of the logic gate. So this is how we represent a two input AND gate, okay. Okay, as you can see from the symbol, so this is the symbol of AND gate. You will represent while drawing AND gate this in this manner using this symbol while you are drawing digital circuits. So drawing or designing digital circuits. So from the symbol only it is clear that at the input of this digital circuit or logic gate, we have two binary inputs, A and B, and whose corresponding output is Y is equal to A into B or A dot B. So from this only it is pretty much clear that output equation, it is pretty much clear that this is logic or Boolean expression for this circuit. It is clear that this circuit is used for logical multiplication. Or whenever multiplication operation has to be performed in digital circuit, this basic gate is used. Now what is its truth table? Now here we have A, B, and output Y is equal to A into B. So as there are two combinations, as there are two digital bits at the input, I will have four input combinations. So that is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. So what is Y is equal to A into B? 0 into 0 will be logical 0, 0 into 1 will be logical 0, 1 into 0 will be logical 0, and 1 into 1 will be 1. So this is the truth table. So corresponding to input 0, 0, output will be 0. So that is nothing given, that is nothing but is given in the truth table over here. So this is the basic gate number 1, which is AND gate. So this is the truth table, this is the logic symbol, and remember AND gate performs logical multiplication. And what is the IC number regarding this? IC number of your AND gate IC is IC 74004. IC 7408. Sorry, for AND gate it is 740. So this is the IC number of this IC, AND gate I. So so the second type of basic gate we are going to study is NOT gate. So what is the symbol for NOT gate? A triangle followed by a bubble, and it has a single input. So input is A and output is equal to Y is equal to A complement. Now remember, when we were studying binary arithmetic, we studied different type of complements. So this is how we obtain complements in a digital circuit. Okay. So this is the logical symbol. This is the symbol for NOT gate. So when you see triangle followed by a circle, this stands for the complement. So this is the logical symbol of a NOT gate. So what is its truth table now? And its IC number is IC 7404. So what is its truth table now? As the single input is present for the NOT gate, we have only two input combinations and the corresponding outputs. So two input combinations are 0 and 1 because we are studying by using binary inputs for digital. And what is Y is equal to A complement? What is complement of A? That is, complement of A will be 1. What will be complement of 1? It will be 0. So from this only we come to know that this NOT gate performs the important function of logical inversion. That is, whatever we provide that input. If you provide 0, logic 0 at the input, it inverts it to 1. If you provide 1, it inverts it to 0. So NOT gate is used as an inverter, or it performs the important task of logical inversion. That is important in various cases when we design digital circuits. So now we are going to study third type of basic gate, which is OR gate. And what is the IC number for OR gate? IC 7432. So this is the symbol for OR gate. We have two inputs which are binary, and then output, at the output we get Y is equal to A plus B. That is, this logic gate adds two inputs. Add two single bit inputs present at its input. So this is used for logical addition because Y is equal to A plus B. So whatever bits we provide at the input, it will add it up and give us the result. So let's say, how will you write its truth table? As there are two input bits, there will be four input combinations. So 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, and it performs logical addition. So for that matter, Y is equal to A plus B. Now 0 plus 0 will be 0. 0 plus 1 will be 1. 1 plus 0 will be 1. And then again 1 plus 1 will be 1. Now this example I had shown you earlier when I was explaining what is the meaning of logic expression or Boolean expression. I had explained Y is equal to A plus B only. So Y is equal to A plus B is performed by OR gate, whose IC number is 7432. So this is used for logical addition. So this is the truth table for OR gate. So we were discussing the truth table. So what is the addition of this? 1 plus 0 will be 1. 1 plus 1, your sum will be 0. So we studied AND gate, OR gate and NOT gate. Now we are going to study the symbols for NAND and NOR. So NAND gate. So these are also known as universal gates. Its IC number is IC7402. And what is its logical symbol? How do we represent an AND gate? So here are two inputs A and B, and output is Y is equal to A dot B bar. Now have a close look over here. This is the logical symbol for NAND gate. Now what is NAND gate? NAND gate is basically not AND. Remember when you drew AND gate, its symbol was similar, but this bubble which represents a complement was absent over here. So whenever you see bubble in any digital circuit, you should know that it represents inversion or complement or NOT gate simply. So as NAND gate is not AND, that's why we have a simple AND gate symbol, but in front of it there is a bubble, small bubble, indicating that it is not an AND gate but it is a NAND gate. Now from its truth table it will be pretty much clear why I am calling it as not AND gate or NAND gate. So we have two input combinations A and B, and we get output Y is equal to A dot B bar, whole complement, dash at the top meaning complement. So what is its truth table now? So four input combination will be there: 0 0 0 1, 1 0, and 1 1. So for that your output will be Y is equal to A dot B complement. This bar indicates complement. So what is 0 into 0? What is AND gate truth table? 0 into 0 is 0, but we have to invert it because complement is present over here. That's the reason 1. 0 into 1 will be 0, but we have to take its complement, so answer will be 1. 1 into 0 will be again 0, but we have to take its complement, so answer will be 1. And what will be 1 into 1? Answer will be 1, but we have to take its complement because of the bar, so your answer will be 0. So this is the truth table of NAND gate. Gate which is NOR gate. What is NOR gate? NOR gate simply means not OR. So what is the symbol of NOR gate? So this symbol is pretty much similar to your OR gate, but we have to simply add a complement or bubble to it to get the symbol of NOR gate. So what is its answer? Y is equal to A plus B, the whole complement or inversion. Complement because this bubble is present over here, and A and B are its input combinations. So earlier I made a mistake here. So IC7400 will be your NAND gate. And what is the IC number for this one? NOR gate will be IC740. Sorry for this mistake. So let us move on to see its truth table. Truth table of NOR gate. A, B and Y is equal to A plus B, the whole complement. So as I told you earlier, NOR gate is not OR. Now why is this not OR? I will explain. So there will be again 4 input combinations: 0 0 0 1, 1 0 1 1. So what was the truth table for OR gate? I am saying 0 0 it was 0, 0 1 it was 1, 1 0 it is 1, and 1 1 it is 1. So for this OR gate truth table, that is Y is equal to A plus B, we see that whenever any one of the input combination is 1, your output is 1. But now we are dealing with NOR gate, which is not OR. So what is not OR? We have to simply complement the results that we obtained for OR gate. So what is y is equal to a plus b? 0, and this is a plus b complement. So here if it is 0, here it should be 1. Then again here it should be 0, 0, 0. So we can see from this 2, this is OR gate truth table, and this is NOR gate truth table. So from the truth table only it is clear that OR gate's complement is nothing but NOR gate, because wherever 0 is there, we have 1 at the output, and wherever 1s are there, we have 0s at the output of NOR gate. So that's the reason it is known as not OR gate. And this was the second type of universal gate. Now we move on to study derived gates. In derived gates, there are two types, that is XOR gate and NOR gate. So in derived gates, first gate which we have is XOR gate or exclusive OR gate. Exclusive is the short form of X, or it is sometimes called as XOR gate also. And this is used in digital circuits to perform modulo 2 addition. Now when we are studying gray codes, we studied an application related to it. When we are converting binary to gray codes, we use rules of modulo 2 addition. So this XOR gate is mainly used to perform this operation in a digital circuit. So how does it look like, or what is its symbol, logical symbol? So have a close look at this symbol. So this triangular type of symbol is of that of OR gate. Beneath that there is a curved line and there are inputs attached to it. If you see such type of logical symbol, then it is the symbol of XOR gate. So it represents y is equal to a modulo 2 addition b. So this plus in the plus within the circle indicates modulo 2 addition. So y is equal to a XOR b. Now let us study its truth table. A, B, y is equal to A XOR B, and that's the reason modulo 2 addition is sometimes called XORing also, because another name for this XOR gate or exclusive OR gate is XOR gate. That's the reason it is known as XORing. So y is equal to A XOR B. Now in future, whenever I see this symbol, I am not going to use the term modulo 2 because it is lengthy, but simply I will use the term A XOR B. So now we have 4 input combinations again: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. So here we have 0 0. So what is 0 0? It will be 0 as per the rules of modulo 2 addition. 0 1 will be 1, 1 0 will be 1, and then what will be 1 modulo 2 addition 1, it will be 0. So this is the truth table of your XOR gate. And what is the IC number of your XOR gate? IC number is IC 7486. And this XOR gate is used in wide variety of applications. Firstly, it is used for modulo 2 addition, as I explained earlier. Second, it is used in parity generation. There are certain applications in which we generate parity bits, or it is an even parity checker also. and it is used as a magnitude comparator also. So these are few of its applications. So now we move on to study the last logic gate in today's class, which is XNOR gate. Which is XNOR gate. So the last logic gate for today we are going to study is logic gate. Actually, this is the last one only. So XNOR gate. So this is the logical symbol for the XNOR gate. Now see, as we are performing an exclusive operation over here, that's the reason this curvature part is also present. This triangle is similar to your OR gate, but we are using complement also. That's why bubble is present over here. So this is the symbol of XNOR gate. 2 input XNOR gate. So the IC number is 74266. This is the IC number for XNOR gate. Now we'll study its truth table. Now here we have 2 input bits. That's why 4 input combinations will be present. 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Now as you can see, the operation performed here is the complement of XOR operation. So XOR operation is nothing but A or B that we studied in the previous XOR gate, but just we are complementing it. So what was the input over here? For 0 0, your input was output was 0 in that case, but we are taking complement of XOR. That's why here it will be 1. Okay. And then again we have to take A's or B's complement. So what was 0s or 1 or 0 modulo 2 addition 1? Your answer was 1 in that case, but we are going to take its complement. So it would be 0. Then again 1 plus 0. 1 plus modulo 2 addition and its complement. So so y is equal to XNOR A XNOR B. So what will be the answer of 1 A XOR B? What will be the answer of A XOR B? It would be in this case 1, but we are taking its complement. That's the reason answer will be 0. So and then the next input combination. So now firstly we will perform XOR operation or modulo 2 addition. Now the last combination we are having 1 XOR 1 will be 0, but we are going to take its complement. That's why what is complement of 0? 1. So this will be 1 XNOR 1 and the output will be 1. So as you can see, the output is here, the output present over here is completely the complement of your XOR gate. So this is its truth table. So XOR's complement is nothing but XNOR gate. So what are its application? It is also used as a parity checker. It is also used as a comparator circuit. It is also used in a comparator circuit. So why it is used in comparator circuit? It compares the two different inputs applied at the input of the digital circuit. That's the reason it is used in comparator circuit. Because you see, whenever there are here see, so it is used to compare the two inputs present at the input of the digital circuit. It is also useful for parity checking operations or generation of parity bits. So these are the applications of XNOR gate. With this we complete the topic of logic gates over here. So these are the logic gates in which there are basic gates, derived gates and universal gates also. So with this we come to an end towards our topic of logic gates. Certain applications will be discussed when we will discuss combinational circuits. But for time being, these are the only logic gates you should know. And last but not the least, if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. And please don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notification of all my latest uploads. Thank you.